In this video I'm going to show you how to replace your four-wheel drive solenoid. The solenoids both are located right next to the battery. You can see the battery is not in this vehicle, but you do not have to remove the battery for this procedure. And the procedure will apply to both of these. One is the disengage, one is the engage solenoid. So let's get started. So this four-wheel drive solenoid comes with a bracket that you do use in most applications, but in this particular one, as you can see, you can't, maybe you can, but you don't need to. It already has a bracket that is attached back there, and you just need to get this solenoid replaced, and that means we need to get it off of this bracket. The way to do that is from the back side. You can use a pick or a little pocket screwdriver, whatever you have, but you have to lift this tab up and away as you push down. I'm going to push down on the solenoid and you'll see that it pops free. You might need quite a bit of force for this. This tab is pretty stiff. There we go. Okay, so that's separated. Here's the solenoid, and now we can replace it. Now you want to come over here and disconnect the electrical connector. I'm going to replace this one over here, which is the disengage solenoid. Oops. Try not to break it. Everything here is very brittle, so it's difficult sometimes. There we go. Pop that off. Now let's unplug the two vacuum hoses. Be very gentle with these. They're old, very brittle. They often break. And while I'm here, I'm also checking for any breaks in the hoses or cracks or anything that might make it not function properly, because they do happen often. If you see, as a side note, if you see this black hose hanging out here, this is actually the end of your breather tube for the differential, so don't chase it down thinking it's a broken hose. It's meant to be there, just as a side note. Anyway, now we can unplug these, and sometimes you can use a pick and just kind of slide this off, but be very careful. You don't want to break the connection here. Here we go. Pop these off, inspect them. They look good. Set this aside. And to get this off of here, basically we have to do the same thing that we did for removing this one off of the bracket. So if you sneak in a pocket screwdriver or a pick at the top here, you can see the tab right there. It's really hard to see, but I'm going to stick my pick in here and press back on the tab, push down on the solenoid, and it comes right off. There you have it. This is the tab that I was talking about. Push back on it, and we'll get the new one and slide it up, and that's how it locks into position. Make sure you line it up with where it needs to sit, otherwise it won't snap into place. Okay, that's in. Now let's connect the vacuum hoses. When you connect these, make sure that they click. Okay, there we go. That's bottomed out. Reconnect the electrical connector. Make sure that clicks. Thankfully, my tab is still half there, so it is secured. And now, just go ahead and test it out.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.